Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I want to create a look with some new makeup. Now most of this is only a couple of things that I haven't tried, so this is going to be like first impressions, but I have tried the brand before, so I feel pretty comfortable that I'm going to love it. And then there's some new from Physicians Formula. I'm trying the new NARS foundation, and I have tested this several times and I really like it. This is the NARS Natural Matte Longwear Foundation. I have mine in the shade Light 5. This is a medium to full coverage with 24-hour of shine control and color true wear. Delivers soft focus effect that instantly blurs imperfections and texture while improving the appearance of skin over time. Serum like formula, feels ultra light, and it applies seamlessly. Alright, so the only thing I have on my face so far is I do have my skincare and my SPF, and I do have my brows done. I used our Ravi Beauty brow pencil, which I really enjoy. It's one of those micro, it's a really thin tip. I really like this, and I have this in dark brown, I believe it is. And then I have the gel. This is just a deluxe size from Benefit. This is a 24-hour brow setter. This is in clear. I have some fun makeup to use. I have a brand that I have been loving for a while, for at least 6 months, that I haven't shared with you. It's Violette FR, and they're available at Sephora and also on their website. And I have several products from her. This is a brand that is made in France, and the owner is a makeup artist. Her name is Violette Bassart, I believe. And I really do enjoy her lipsticks and her. I have a stick cream blush. I have a highlighter. So I have a few products from her, and I have loved every product that I have actually used. I would say she's like mid-range, high-end. I wouldn't consider her luxury pricing, but like I believe these are like $24 or something like that. I will link everything below in case you're interested. But the Sephora sale will be coming in April, so if this is something that you like, you may just want to do a little list, look into it then. So we're going to start with the foundation, and I'd like to shake it. I believe this is one that you're supposed to shake before you do. I don't know, I shake all my foundations anyway. The pumps are very little, so I'm going to start with 2 pumps, see where that gets me. It doesn't give me much, and I actually enjoy it when the pumps don't give me a lot of product, because you can always go back and get more, right? But if you get way too much, then you're wasting it. So I'm okay with getting smaller pumps and just get more if you need it. Lately I've been trying to use less because it's starting to get very warm here. So if I need to build it like on my cheeks, I will. I do like this foundation. It's supposed to be matte, but I don't feel like it's super matte. I feel like it's definitely doesn't have a lot of glow, okay? Which I love, because I have normal to oily T-zone, and some foundations are way too glowy. And when my natural oils start coming in, then it starts looking too greasy on my face. I like glow. I don't like to look oily and greasy. So there's a fine line. I also have the new Dior foundation, and I actually got the glowy one because I saw reviews that it's not very glowy. So I thought I would try that. So I feel like I need a little more right there on my cheeks. So I'm just going to pump another little small pump, and I'm just going to work it into the brush and just use it in this area. But this is a long wearing foundation. It does last on me 10-12 hours. I guess it's supposed to last 24 hours, but the only time I've ever used makeup for longer than 12 hours is when my parents were alive and they were in the hospital. Then sometimes, yes, I would have my makeup on even though I just wanted 14th hour. I just want to wash my face so badly. Because it comes a point when your makeup just doesn't feel good on your face anymore. The concealer I'm using today is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I really do enjoy this concealer. You really don't need a lot. You don't need to set it. So my dark circles are panda worthy. I have been sleeping so badly lately. I've only been sleeping 3 to 4 hours a night. I don't know what's going on. It's like I wake up at, I don't go to bed till around midnight, And then I wake up around 3 or 4 in the morning, and that's it. I can't go back to sleep. And it drives me crazy. And I don't know why. I don't feel like I'm worried about anything. It's just frustrating. And then at that time of the night, I start trying to fix all the world problems. And forget it. I can't go back to sleep. So I definitely need a full coverage concealer today. And I think that the Estee Lauder gives you pretty good coverage, even though I can still see some darkness there. I did bring a... I'm going to get creative here. This is a Cali Ray corrector, and I will link it below. I'm not sure which shade this is. Oh, it's in Radiant. I don't know if that's what it says, so. Let me let it sit for a second. Okay, it's been about 30 seconds, so I'm just going to try to work this in with a concealer. See if it helps the darkness any. Still dark. I can still see the darkness. But I don't want to put any more concealer on. It is what it is, guys. I need sleep, and I don't want to pile on any more product. I'm going to use a bronzer right now, and I'm going to use a new one from Physicians Formula. Look at the packaging on this. This is so nice and heavy. This looks and feels luxurious. It is really, really nice. Now, this is called the Bronzer Booster Sun Blur Glow Activated Bronzing Balm. It only comes in one shade. I saw some people comparing it to the one from Chanel. Now, I do own the one from Chanel also, which also only comes in one shade. It brings like the little lid on it also, so it doesn't dry out. I'm going to swatch it for you. I feel like this one is a little warmer than the Chanel one, but I've worn both of them, one on each cheek, and really, you really can tell the difference. So this one feels amazing. It's not super sticky, thick, balmy. It's not supposed to be a cream to powder formula, but it almost feels like that. Now this is the Physicians Formula, and that's the Chanel. So I mean the colors, even though they look totally different, I think they'll look totally different. This is a Chanel, this is a Physicians Formula. I feel like Chanel is a little more neutral, but I mean they're pretty close, to tell you the truth. So if you've been wanting the Chanel, I would say save yourself some money, because the Physicians Formula is $16.99 and the Chanel is $61. So this is the original Chanel. They have reformulated it several times since then, and I still have the original ones. I'm going to use another one of these. This is a 106, 101. So I'm just going to tap it, tap a little bit on the back of my hand. But this looks really, really nice. It doesn't pick up your foundation. You can also use it over powder. I have used it over powder before, kind of forgetting. I'm on automatic pilot and I put powder on, and then I use this, and the Chanel's the same way. I'm able to use the Chanel over powder and it looks just fine. But as you can see, I don't think this looks very orangey or warm. I think it's a nice shade. I think it's really pretty. You know how everything that's Physicians Formula is scented like coconut or beachy scents. This just has no scent whatsoever. It smells a little bit like makeup, but nothing floral or fruity or anything like that. But I think that's very nice. And as you can see, it's really not sticky at all. This doesn't feel balmy or sticky. It lasts all day. I think it looks really, really pretty. I like the fact that it brings a little lid so it doesn't get dried out. The packaging is absolutely gorgeous, okay? So I really like that. Now they also came out with another powder bronzer that has a packaging similar to this one, but it's a bronzer. And then they came out with this blush. This is called the Bronze Booster, and this is in the shade Summer Sunset. Did I tell you what the shade was on this one? It's only one shade, but it's called Warm Sand. So this one, as you can see, it goes from lighter to darker. So you can kind of like, if you want a lighter blush, you can go on the bottom. If you want to make it a little darker, you can go on top. I've also used this on my eyes, and it looks really, really pretty. So I'm going to use this brush right here, and I'm going to keep it kind of in the middle. It is very pigmented, so I would say go lightly and just build up. But this is a powder formula, and it's also very, very easy to blend. Like I said, it is very, very pigmented, so I didn't grab a lot, and as you can see, a little goes a long ways. And this foundation, I feel like it's self-setting. It doesn't feel sticky on my face. I don't feel like I need powder, which is so nice because I feel like now that the weather's going to start getting hotter, the fewer products you have on your face, the better, right? All right, so that's it for this. This is beautiful. So I'm going to swatch for you what it looks like. So this is the darkest shade. This is if you go in the middle, like around where I went for my cheeks. And this is the lightest. It's like getting 3 blushes, or you can just swirl your brush through the entire thing and just combine all 3 shades. This is huge. This is going to last you a long time. This is about the same price as the bronzer. So for my eyes, I'm going to be using one of the new RMS palettes that just released this. They call the Redimension Hydra Eyes Quartet. They're quads. They're so beautiful. There's 4 different options. I got the one that is called Midnight Bloom, and it's a little out of my comfort zone. They have some neutral ones, which I was very tempted to get, but I decided to get something that looks a little different. So all the shades have a shimmer, but as you can see, they're absolutely gorgeous. I love that slate blue. I think it's so pretty. You can use these wet or dry. It also brings a little brush, and it's like a flat brush on one end and then one of those little sponge applicators on the other end. I did prime my eyes already with my Sigma Beauty eye primer stick, and this is in Ignite. Okay, so these are the swatches. Those 2 up there, and then this is the slate blue. That's so pretty. And then this one. So that seems to be the blue, and then one at the end seem to be the darker ones. I'm going to take this brush. This is from Sigma. It's an E38. And I'm going to go into the darker shade. Right now, I'm not going to use that brush that they gave me yet. I will incorporate it in the look, but right now I want to see if I can build. I don't want it to show very shimmery on the outside of the eye, on the outer corner. So I don't want to use a flat brush or the sponge, because I feel like that's going to give me more of a glowy look. I'm treating it more or less like I did the Lisa Eldridge palette, the Betty palette that is all shimmers. But that one, depending on the brush that you use, you know, some of the shimmers you can use almost like a matte. It doesn't have like a lot of sparkle. Now this is not supposed to have any kind of fallout because it is a gel to powder formula. So you don't need to worry about having any kind of fallout on this. And we will see if that's true. So this looks like a taupey grayish color. Today's my granddaughter's birthday, Alyssa. I don't get to see her today. She's with her mom, so we're going to celebrate her birthday on Thursday. But we did call her this morning to wish her happy birthday. I can't believe she's 12 years old already. My grandchildren are getting so big. I still have the baby that's 2.5. But oh my goodness. I can't believe it that she's already 12. And she's the one that loves makeup like I do. I'm going to take a bigger brush and just kind of blend the edge a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to use a sponge and I'm going to grab the slate blue. That's so pretty. What is that called? The blue is called... Oh my gosh, I love this. They actually put the shade and the shade name. So you know where you're going. Because these things are always like backwards. And I hate that. It confuses me. So the one that I used first is called Twilight Moon. The blue one is called Night Swim. And I'm going to use that right here. See, this is the kind of blue that I can get behind. A really bright blue scares me. I love the way it looks on other people, but it scares me. I think I'm going to go into this one right here. This one is called Soft Focus. And I'm going to use the other side of the little sponge applicator. And then I'm just going to go over the line between where that blue is. The blue doesn't even look, they don't even look that sparkly, right? They don't have like a lot of shimmer. It's more like a subdued shimmer. Now I'm going to go with my finger in that gold one, and that one is called Firefly. I love fireflies. I remember when I was small, when I lived in Cuba, where we lived, there were a lot of fireflies. And I used to love catching them in a jar. They were so cool. I wouldn't keep them. I mean, I wouldn't, you know, wait for them to die or anything. But it was cool watching them light up. It was so cool. I'm going to wipe the little sponge applicator on the edge. I'm going to go for the darker color, the one that I used on my outer corner. And I'm going to put a little bit on my lower lash line. Now, she did say that you can use these, like I said, wet or dry. But she also said when you use them wet, she goes, just use it on one little corner of the shadow. So I don't know if you use it like all over, would it give you hard pan? But I don't like wetting my eyeshadows. Well, that gives me a little more, doesn't it? Okay, so if you're looking for an eyeshadow palette that is going to give you a lot of shimmer, a lot of color, this isn't for you. This is going to be for a light, subtle look. It's not going to be for you. I love RMS, and this is pretty. I like it. You know, I like it a lot. I think it's very pretty. But this is definitely for a very subtle look. You're not going to be able to get much pigment out of this. I'm going to grab the color that I used on the outer corner, try to build it a little bit with my finger. But I think that's about as much as I can build. So I'm going to use this mascara. This is from Too Faced. It's the Ribbon Wrapped Lash Mascara. It is a 2B mascara. It's a really nice mascara. Do you need it? No, there's some good 2B mascaras at our drugstore. But I did have this little deluxe size sample that I got as a gift with purchase. So I've been using it and I really, really like it. It really does a great job of separating. It gives you body. It gives you volume. It gives you length. Comes off really, really easy at the end of the night. But look, that's what it looks with just a few strokes. So let me do a couple of coats of this and I'll be right back. And this is not one of those mascaras. You know, like a lot of 2B mascaras, like for example, the e.l.f. Lash Extender. You kind of have to complete one eye before you go to the other one because it dries really, really quickly and it's kind of hard to build on itself. This one doesn't do that. This one stays wet long enough for you to build it. Like you can do one coat on one eye, go to the other eye and do a coat on the eye, and then come back and do a second coat, and you can put the brush through it. So it's really, really nice that way. For highlighter, this is something new that I got from Sephora, and this is their brand. The Sephora brand is called Gleam and Go. I have not used this. This is a cream highlighter. So I think I'm going to be brave and I'm going to just do a couple of dots there. And then I'm going to go with a brush and kind of like blend it. It's very subtle. I don't know if you can even see it. I'm going to try to do this one with a finger. Maybe you can see it more with a finger. It's very, very subtle. But I like that. I don't have a problem with that. And they do have this in different shades. Now the one thing I like about this palette, I think this would create some beautiful one and done looks. Every one of these shades will make a beautiful one eyeshadow look. So I really do like that about it. And I like the fact that it brings a little brush. So if you wanted to use something like this for traveling, the packaging is very nice and weighty. Also, these shadows, you can actually take them out very easily. They kind of snap out on this side over here. Snap out. So if you have more than one palette, and let's say you're going to go on a trip or something, or away for a weekend, and you want to create like your own palette, mix and match the shadows, you can. And it came out pretty easily, just snaps out. And you guys know that RMS is one of my favorite brands. They're a clean brand. They're absolutely gorgeous. I love the creator of RMS Beauty is Rosemary Swift, and she does such a beautiful job. I love watching her videos. She makes it look so simple. She loves a red lip. She's a mature woman, and it always looks absolutely stunning. I'm going to use a little bit of the RMS powder. This is in light on my T-zone because I can already see a little bit of my oils coming in. I love the packaging on this because it does have like a little lid, so it doesn't make a mess. So I'm just going to grab a little, and I'm going to use this brush right here just to use it on the T-zone, because I noticed that my nose was already oh my gosh, I put too much on there. Was already starting to get a little glowy. So that's all I'm going to do there. Okay, so for my lips, I'm going to wipe off the lip treatment that I had from Thrive, and I'm going to use this one right here, and this one is in the shade, oh my gosh, yes, the writing on here is minuscule. I got 2 of them, so I'm going to list it up here which shade this is. This is called the Violette FR Lip Nectar, and what this is a hydrating lip oil tint. So when you put it on, it feels super hydrating. It looks shiny, almost like you have lip oil on. However, it does leave a tint on your lips. It says that it lasts up to 8 hours. Now the shine does go away, but it never feels dry. I feel like some lip stains, once they dry, they dry down matte, and your lips can feel a little dry. So I usually carry like a lip balm with me, and once it starts feeling like that, I just apply a lip balm over it. But with this one, you don't need it. It actually doesn't do that. It has a small applicator, and it's kind of pointy, so it's easy to apply to your lips. It doesn't feel watery like a lot of your lip stains, and I think it's because it's a lip oil lip stain hybrid. So usually what I do is apply it, I let it dry for like a few seconds, and then build it up, put a little more. So I'm going to take the highlighter, and I'm going to grab, this is an eyeshadow pencil brush, and just apply a little bit on my inner corner. I'm going to blend that in so it doesn't look so shiny compared to the rest of it. I'm not sure I like the packaging on this highlighter. So that looks nice. I like that. It's a pretty highlighter. I like the fact that it's subtle. I mean, to tell you the truth, you can barely see it. Did I not apply enough? What did I do? I'm going to grab just a tiny bit more of the blush and just go over the edge. And literally, guys, all I'm doing with the blush is like this. And it picks up plenty, so you really don't need to be working your brush in there. You really don't need it. Okay, so let me apply this another coat of this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab a lip pencil and just go around the edge. Now, I don't know if the color lasts 8 hours. Maybe if you are very gentle when you eat. I have a habit of when I'm eating, I wipe my mouth. I don't like to feel like I have, like if I'm eating a salad, that I have any salad dressing on my lips or anything like that. So maybe if you eat gently, it could last 8 hours. It doesn't on me. The shine does kind of go away, and I'm going to blot it for you so that you see what it looks like when the shine is gone. It doesn't look completely matte, but as you can see, it looks a lot more subtle. They do have lighter shades than this. I think I got the 2 darkest shade. You know me, I don't like light lipsticks. And I do like the shine that it gives, and it feels very hydrating. It's not sticky. It's glidey. There's no stickiness whatsoever. It doesn't feel heavy on the lips like some lip glosses or lip oils can feel like. Your lips feel absolutely amazing when you have it on. It smooths out the lines on your lips. I really do like this brand. I also have some of her lip balms, tinted lip balms, and also a matte, like it's like a whipped matte lipstick that is very comfortable. It looks very beautiful, and she has some really gorgeous shades. You can also use those like on your cheek if you wanted to as a blush, which you can't most lip products, most lipsticks you can. But this is it. I think this is my completed look. I really like it. I really do enjoy the Physicians Formula products. I think they're beautiful. Now you guys know Physicians Formula is not the most affordable brand out there. They used to be one of the most expensive. Now L'Oreal has kind of like decided, okay, Physicians Formula, if you can do it, so can we, because L'Oreal has been getting pretty expensive. So they run about $17, $18, but $16.99. I believe this one is about the same. They also came out with this. This is the Bronze Booster Sun Tint for your lips. But I wanted to use the Violette today. This is nice also. It's a tinted lip balm. This is a lot less pigmented than the one I'm wearing, but you can also build it up, which is usually what I do with these lip tints. I like to let them dry and then apply another coat to it so that my lips look a little darker. But this one is a little dark. This is in Bronze Tint, and I believe there's another shade. I think they have 2 shades of this. But I will link everything below. This one is really nice also. It feels nice on the lip. So as you can see, you can build it up. It looks a little darker than what it did before. They also have other lip tints that are more like a creamy formula. But I really didn't see any shades that called my name. So I didn't get any of those. But they have a few new products. So if you guys like Physicians Formula, you can check them out. But definitely the ones that I have tried, these 3 are super, super nice. Really love it. I think this bronzer, like I said, if you have been wanting to try the Chanel, I don't think it's a complete dupe. The shades are a little different, but it's still pretty neutral. I don't think it's very orangey or warm, but the only thing is there's only 1 shade. So if you are a richer skin tone, I'm not sure this would work for you, but neither will the Chanel. The Chanel also only comes in 1 shade, which I don't understand that. And this has been around, it's been reformulated a few times, but it's been around for years, so I don't understand why there's only 1 shade. This one, there's only this one. This is like getting several blushes in one, because you can make it deeper, you can make it lighter, you can mix it all. If you're afraid of blue eyeshadows, I think this is a great way to dip your toes into it. I like this shadow. Let me see if I can build it up a little more. But it's so pretty, because it's, like I said, it's like a slate blue. It's not like a super bright blue, so I like that. And I think that blue looks really pretty on so many different color eyes. But blue and green, I think, looks so pretty on brown eyes. And also purple. I think purple looks really pretty on brown eyes. But this is a beautiful palette. I love it. But I know other people like more glitter, more sparkle, more pigment, and you're not going to get it here. I do have a 20% off discount for RMS, which is a very nice discount for any brand. It's always listed in my description box, Clara B20, all in capitals. And I love their customer service. They're so, so good. And they also have, please make sure that you sign up for their rewards program, because you always get free shipping. It's free. You get free shipping regardless of what you purchase. You can purchase the least expensive product on their website, or you can spend $200 and you get free shipping. You also earn rewards, which translates into money that you can spend on future purchases. For example, for this palette, I had $23 in rewards, plus I used my 20%, so it didn't end up costing me that much money. I did pay for this. They did not send me this in PR. RMS has only sent me PR once, but I do love the brand. This is a powder that you guys see me use all the time. I absolutely love it. I purchased the light one, and they sent me, when they sent me the PR, they sent me the medium one. I was able to choose it, so I chose the medium one. But it's a beautiful powder. I really do enjoy it. All right, you guys, so this is all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoy it. Let me know, have you tried RMS? Is this a brand that calls your name or it doesn't? I love it. It is one of my favorite high-end brands. And I love their customer service. It's also available at Ulta. But if you get it through RMS, you can get the 20% off, which you're not going to get that at Ulta. All right, you guys, I love you. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.